What's good with it in the hood with it? Another reaction. You already know how I'm coming. This one is intriguing. This one, gente, that's my heart. Say it with my heart, right? I'm going to say it exactly with my heart. First and foremost, man, respects to Mikey Salinas. I tapped in with him, the Salinas report. If it was major, I hit him on his pager. He absolutely gave me the green light to go ahead and do a response or a reaction video. And I said, "Saque, vámonos, a la verga. Let's go right now." This is his response to Quack Quack. Orale, este es Tony by stories written by a current whatever. Now, you know me and that guy haven't been seen eye to eye. He ran his whole dick sucker when it came to me. Threw me under the bus, belittled me, questioned my character, questioned the content of my character. And that's absolutely fine, man. I have no ill will towards this guy. It is what it is. One day we will shine. Yes, one day, someday. We'll be together. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. Orale, in a Diana Ross fashion. Now, trip out. You know, I seen that Mikey called this man out, and I touched on it. You know, a while back on Gunner's Profiles. Make sure you tap into that video, like and subscribe. I touched on it, and I said, you know what? If for no other reason, this guy seems like he's ready. He's roaring. He's ready to go, right? He's ready to fight. Tell him when to go. Tell him when to go. He gets dumb. He gets dumb. He gets dumb. He gets dumb. We already know, man. He gets his wobbleization on. But in real life, in a menudo style, in a direct fashion, from what I seen on his little fight videos, from what I seen on his training videos, I didn't see shit. Now, one thing I will say is this, without belittling the man and capping on the man, because, you know, I like doing that. I'll keep it real. I'll keep it kosher. I'll keep it calm, cool, collect, and correct. And I will say, man, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. We'll see what he's made of. Eventually, he'll find himself in a ring with someone that he could take his frustrations and his weird palm thrusts out on, right? But until then, what he's got to do is he's got to stay training. You know, he's got to stay committed. And he just got to shut the fuck up, right? Straight up, before he's ready for any of that. Now, trip out. Mikey actually made a response video because I guess Quack Quack decided that if for no other reason last night, he should call out several individuals. Now, he did talk to one of those individuals on the phone. They did work that out. Like men do, I commend him for being a man in this situation instead of being the woe man who he's usually being. And, you know, just basically saying, you know what? Hey, it's cool, Holmes. We'll let bygones be bygones. We'll let whatever is whatever. And it was all good because my boy got at him in a real way, man. He got back in a real way, and they did it really in a real way. So let's get into this reaction, man. Mikey called him out, if you guys recall, a while back, to which he declined. It was supposed to happen on October 31st on Halloween. We were supposed to get our Miguel Myers on, but it never took place. So days after, I gave him a few days, you know, so I was good because I know to what degree of him not pulling up was happening, you know. I'm not the pull-up artist, he says, but he decided not to pull up for whatever reason. But I guess he called individuals out last night. Mikey responded with the response saying, well, I'll be your huckleberry. I'll be your hound. I'll be whatever it is. So let's get straight into it and see what Mikey has to say. Bang, bang, and in this fashion. Let's watch, gente.
Thank you for tuning in to the Salinas Report. You already know who it is. It's your boy, Mikey. Don't get it twisted. The channel's about two things, and two things only. Positivity, change. You can royally fuck your life up. Take my life as an example. Shatter in 1,000 pieces. But the comeback is always greater than the setback. Sauce, you already know what it is. Just by reading the caption of this video, you know who we're going to be talking about. But before we do that, let's kick the intro. The boys in the hood are always home. Come on. Been talking about him already for a while. Let's go ahead and...
Okay, let's go ahead and get into it. Mikey's going to lay the law down right now. Mikey is going to basically call Tony by stories written by two guys that lied to him and got people in trouble. He's going to get at him, who he likes to call, it's a Quack Quack. We're going to see how this all plays out. You know, I know Mikey did respond because Mikey is willing and able to put crumbs on the table to compete with the heat that Tony wants to bring. Yeah, check it out. I could rap and I could bling. Gun could do a little bit of this, but I can't sing. But Tony can. Let's trip out now.
Kick this off. This is very, very interesting. Some developments happened yesterday.
Explain to me why Mikey has the Sam Elliott Rocha. He's got that Magnum PI. You know what I mean? Is he a PI though? That's the question.
Developments in what you may be asking. Well, you know, ever since I partook of the first and only that I know of historic pioneer Unity of the Raza boxing event on June 26th of last year, everyone, especially me, the people, have been wanting a follow-up. When something is done good and the first one's a classic, there's always a yearning for the gente to do a follow-up.
I mean, I want a follow-up. Can we get a follow-up? Why do I have to participate in the follow-up? I was in the first one. It might not have been the best one. It might not be the last one. But as you can't deny, it was the first one. Trip out on Mikey.
I myself personally have been wanting to get involved in a follow-up to this, whether it's in anything that I do, right? See, it's so easy for me to put these events together because I work every single weekend in events. I work in events.
Let's fast forward a little.
Weekend. It's time to make the magic happen. They want the A team. They call me. They call the wifey. I know how it is to work these events together. That's one thing. That's just the audio and visual, which I...
Okay, you know Mikey likes to talk a little bit. He likes to get in depth. He likes to get detailed. Let's get to the good shit. Talk about Quack Quack, right? I want to hear what Quack had to say. I want to hear how Mikey reciprocates that conversation. I want to hear his side of the story. Let's get to it. Maybe my name might be mentioned. It usually is. It's always in people's dick suckers. But I guarantee Mike does have the pass to say my name at all points in times. That's a real one right there. Let's get to it.
I take care of in sound, audio, and visual for events. Now we're talking boxing, okay? When you speak boxing, like the taxi driver in Rush Hour, right? Remember when you gave him the feria? Remember? He turned around and said, now you talking my language. Boxing is my language. Quack Quack, if you didn't know who Quack Quack is, I'm talking about Tony from stories written by a current prisoner. Again, it's all bullshit. We're calling out a little bit names here and there. It's the internet.
The masked man.
This fucking shit ain't real. Quack Quack, okay? Or you can call him Tony Ducks, but from here on out, when you see him inside the comment section on anything and he talks these, just call him Quack Quack, okay? Because I called him out and he was quick to duck. But let's talk about...
Oh, killing him softly with this song. Oh, let me do the duck. Howard the Duck, huh? Daffy Duck. You know what I mean? Daisy Duck. Whatever it was, the duck was real. Come on, Quack Quack. Let's see what's going on, though. One time for our mentality.
About what happened yesterday, okay? And I know, Tony, I know you're watching this, cabron, and I know you're eager to get in the ring, okay? But some of the things that you say are outlandish, cabron. Outlandish. I mean, first of all, Tony, you're green, vato.
Not money green, ese. Green. Green like vomit. Green like, you know, whenever you fucking eat too much corn and you take shit and it's green. Green like that. Green like baby shit. That's the type of green he's talking about. Let's get into it.
Anyone that doesn't know what green is in any kind of...
Green like Britney Spears chocho. You know what I mean? Cabbage. Green cabbage. Green eggs and ham. Orale, Quack Quack.
Thing. When someone is approaching something new, they have zero, I mean zero experience.
Donut.
Zero. You don't have a second. You don't have a millisecond of experience.
Donut. Ring light.
Okay? Getting in the ring in a little gym is zero. Okay, experience. They're green. And so green means they don't know what to expect in a fight.
This vato is greener than green eggs and ham. Like I said, Dr. Seuss. This vato definitely hasn't been in a ring. Now, I've been in a ring one time, and I'm going to tell you right now, it's not what this individual thinks it is. I've told him on several occasions, but he tends to think, oh, you don't understand. I know how to fight. You can't even take a mask off. How can you fight? But let's let Mikey do the small talk. You know what I mean? Let's just get straight to that one time for our mind.
Possibly have never been in a fight in their lives. A lot of boxers haven't, especially in the amateurs. It's just starting out, right? But a lot of them start as kids. That's why they turn into killers and monsters and knockout artists, you know, when they go from amateur to pro. Tony, you're green, and for you to have people think, okay, think there's...
It's about to get good. Are you guys ready? Let's get to it. It's getting good. You ready? We gonna really get to it.
Boxing event on June 26th of last.
Let me fast forward a little bit.
See, it's so easy for me to put these events together because I work these events together. That's one thing. That's Quack, okay? Because I called him out and he was quick to duck. But let's talk about, zero experience.
Excuse the fast forward.
You don't have a millisecond of experience.
Not one.
Okay, and getting in the ring in a little gym is zero, okay, experience. They're green. And so green means they don't know what to expect in a fight. Possibly have never been in a fight in their lives. A lot of boxers.
I'm going to go with door number 2.
Amateurs, everyone's just starting up.
I'm going to go ahead and go with door number 2 because I think that's feasible. Que no, gente? Raza, stand up. Take your masks off. Oh, wait up. There's only one guy that wears a mask. Spencer. We like to call him the Rey Mysterio of YouTube.
All right. But a lot of them start as kids. That's why they turn into killers and monsters and knockout artists, when they go from amateur to pro. Tony, you're green, and for you to have people think, there's high expectations. When Tony from Stories Written by a Current Prisoner steps in the ring, my boy, that is way out. That's Mars, fucking astronaut.
That's Gazoo. That's Marvin the Martian. That's Howard the Duck.
Cadet shit. No one believes it. Matter of fact, hardly any of the following you got, cabron, want to see you get in the ring. Just read the comments. Read the pinche comments, okay? So I volunteered myself.
I go hard, cuz.
I told your coach. Your coach was like, oh, he won't be green when he's getting in there. He's boxing, pro boxer.
He won't get in there because he's yellow.
Sparring pro boxers going in there. He's still going to be green because he doesn't have 1 second of experience. I'm not talking about just anyone can see a fight. Oh, I would do this. I would have rolled slip left upper. That's easy shit to see. But have you ever made that walk? Now, I know you went in.
Now, let's touch on that. The walk, man. I've made that walk, okay? There's a lot going through your mind, your mentality when you're walking down that aisle. Sasuke, you feel like the Macho Man mixed with a little bit of Ravishing Rick Rude, if I do say so myself. But there's definitely nerves. Anyone has nerves. You don't know what's going to happen. Are you going to catch him? Are you going to try to catch him? Is he going to catch you? You just never know to what degree you're going to take it. Then you get in there, and after 2 rounds, you can't even swing. You can't even breathe, If you're not up to par, you're not up to par. We're talking about amateurs here, not professionals, not Tyson. This Vato's acting like he's a mix between Floyd Mayweather and Evander Holyfield with 2 ears. I highly doubt that. But let's hear what Mikey has to say about the whole situation.
On Gunner, or your little comments, right? On Gunner, he pulled out. Let me clear the air one final time.
Just one more time.
Chingada. Finally, just put that to rest, Tony. I understand your 3 months of receipts and babysitters and running and all that shit and getting, fighting pro boxers that are just, laying you out. But again, it's for the love of the sport. It takes a certain type of individual to love the chingazo, right? It's not for everyone. It's just for certain individuals, right? I understand all that, cabrón. You know how many times I've had people pull out on me in my amateurs when I boxed them.
Now listen to this, because Mikey's about to give him some knowledge that Tony definitely can't get in college.
Amateurs, about 10 years, right? I might do another one, Sas. About maybe 4 times. And in those 4 times, did I,
let's skip some of the loop.
And it is what it is. But this was different. I understand. A lot of people don't put invest dividends into training camps when they come into amateurs. Now, you were going to fight Gunner. Yes. But Tony, just tell me if I'm wrong. If I'm lying, I'm dying. We were not going to fight on August 13th.
You remember.
We were going to fight another date.
You remember.
Now, that other date that we were going to fight was going to conflict with Gunner's quarantine time. 14 days or 15 days, whatever it was. That was going to conflict into his quarantine time.
Now, at the time, I did have a conversation with Mikey just to clarify some shit for the one more again, right? Because I've had to do it several times. Say it with my chest on Paru, right? I did have a phone call with Mikey. I'm on quarantine. I'm on this. I'm on that. I caught the C, whatever. He says, it's cool. Would you be willing to push it about 2 weeks later? I said, yeah, absolutely. Let's do this. He called old Howard the Duck, and he said, oh, no, that's a no-show. That's a non-pull-up. I said, well, just wait 2 weeks, and we could do it in the Burger King bathroom. You know what I mean? Nope. He didn't want to have nothing to do with that. He started running his whole fucking neck muscles. He was bumping baking soda breath on his door, and that's how that worked out. And we already know how that goes. But let's listen to what Mikey has to say. Truth. Facts. Realism.
Now, I know we're all street guys. You know what I mean? That's why I really don't make these legalistic contracts. They're very informal. You pull up. It's for the internet, and that's it. You know?
There was a contract.
But
where?
I still wouldn't allow that. Even if we're just street guys putting on exhibition fights for the internet on Vimeo pay-per-view, okay? I still wouldn't allow that. So how are you gonna put that on him? He got sick. I'm not gonna allow, as the promoter of one of my guys sick, whoever it is, the other guy can get butthurt and feel however he.
Here's the real. What we've all been waiting for. Oh, Gunner pulled out. I ain't never pulled out. That's why I got a whole bunch of kids and a lot of child support. Now listen.
He's gonna feel, and I understand it. I really do. I've been there. Cabron, you're thinking like I'm talking like out of my ass or out the side of my neck on some shit that I don't know. No, you're stepping into my world when you talk boxing, okay? So anyways, I told your coach, so lay that to rest, okay? I told your coach I would be more than happy to knock the green out of you.
Oh, wait.
You didn't want it. I understand. To me, it was duck. It was a duck.
It was Howard. I say it was Howard.
You could have easily sat me on my ass and proved the gente that you are no joke. And then that call out like you did yesterday would have been more relevant. But it's not. It's not relevant. So let's go back to that. There was a video dropped yesterday. Okay, and it said, my message to Dubs and Boxer. Ooh, cabrón.
I like how Mikey does that shit. Ooh, he looks like Vicente Fernandez when he does that at a good concert. Now trip out.
Message to Dubs and Boxer, okay? First of all, you calling out Dubs? Okay, Dubs don't fight. Dubs is gonna flight, okay? You're gonna end up in a bad situation with either one of those gentlemen.
A horrible situation. The horriblest, right? But this individual, you know, like I said in the beginning of the video, he kept it real. They had a conversation. He kept it manly. You know, he let the hairs on his chest and the hairs through the mask be exposed. And it was all good. They had a great conversation. Like I said, man, those are two individuals. Their relationship, their friendship, their being cordial with each other is totally opposite of what I got going on with Tony. But I respect it, you know, so I'm not going to speak on their conversation, what they have, but it was a good one.
That I highly respect. Shout out to Dubs and shout out to Boxer from Paradigm Media News. And on top of that, you saying you're going to put the event together in 1 week? How? How are you going to put an event that you're trying to sell in 1 week?
Sell. That's the key word. Chasing the bizag, you know? Trying to get in your pockets, gente. I'm telling you. Yet I'm the bad guy here.
Now, what I highly recommend when we do the follow-up, another Chicano classic that the people are clamoring and waiting for. The people want violence.
Violence, I said.
Let's give the people violence.
Ponle.
What I recommend is because people have pull-out syndrome, you know what I mean? Or
you know what that goes like, Tony. You know how that feels, that pull-out syndrome? Oh yeah, you've been part of that a few times, I said. You know that. That's facts. Them's facts, brother.
For whatever reason, just shit falls apart, right? I understand. It's just, you know, people come from all walks of life. The logistics are an obstacle and doing it remotely is an obstacle. I understand all this shit. Then there's families but then the sea goes around, people get sick. Me, I'm pulling up and I'm knocking someone down. However.
Oh, way. Mikey said he's going to knock the block off. He's going to knock that funny hat off your head. He's going to knock that mascara backwards. He's going to knock those Clito Reyes fucking gloves you're wearing, those Raider colors. I might add. They're pretty cool. I like them, Tony. I might need those. I might have to take those from you. He said he's going to knock those off your hands, homie.
You know what I mean? I have 0 pullouts on mine. But you're going to put it together in one... No. You're not going to put it together in 1 week. The only one that can put that shit together in 1 week is your boy Mikey. Let's just be real, okay? And it ain't for charity. All right, so you...
It ain't for charity. Stop lying to the gente duck lips talking about, oh, it's for charity. You know damn well you ain't going to give up a crunion or a damn fucking foot bunion to the people. Just keep it real, man. Hand out 2 turkeys and some tamales for Christmas, man, and call it a day because you know you ain't giving nothing up. You're about that bag. Shit, everybody's about that bag, man. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it 100.
Put it out there, okay? So Tony put down a video, put out a video, and then, you know, the video is him getting riled up. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, ba, ba. Okay, those little videos, I get it, cool. He's a little riled up. Talking about J Hands, I don't know who J Hands, no disrespect.
Shout out to J Hands Renegade Media.
I don't watch too much YouTube. I definitely don't subscribe to anyone new. I just don't got the time. I like the ones that I'm subscribed to right now. Shout out Kev Mack. That's all the time that I got.
He don't have no time for you, Tony.
I subscribed from like 40 channels. I only got like 20
bye-bye.
watching.
Hasta la bye-bye.
Catch up with them, and it's all good content.
Alright, Mikey, thank you for still being subscribed to me.
Anyways, ain't no one fighting for charity, Tony. Ain't no one gonna fight for charity, so leave that shit out the window because that was in your post. Let's do this for the gente. Oh, you think you're the voice of the raza gonna get the people together? No, you're not. You're someone that people are hesitant to even want to match up.
Don't nobody like you, trust you, everyone thinks you stink. Come on now, what this again? Let it go, Holmes. Hey, when I talk on the phone, you're respectable. You know, I can have a good conversation with you, but I ain't gonna lie. You sound like fucking you sound like Inspector Gadget.
Do you understand that? Now I understand some of the outlandish shit that you had told me, cabrón. Come on, man. I'm gonna get into a 3-fight contract and then top rank, and then I know someone at the zone, and then no. Who do you know at the zone? A fucking janitor? Someone that opens the building? Come on, cut this out. You have 0.
That about to kill them softly with that one. Fuji's. He said, "Who the fuck you know at the zone? A janitor?" They're out there trying to unplug a toilet one time for his mind. Damn, Quack, he's going in. He goes hard, cuz. Catch him outside. How about that? About this idea?
Experience, but you have an opportunity. Prove the people wrong. Your boy's your Huckleberry. Come on. Well, he's a little bit old. He said he's a little bit older. You calling out Box? You calling out Dubs? And I'm older? Motherfucker, I barely turned 40. You know what I mean? It's like...
Remember, gente, this is a 23, 24-year-old man calling out 50-year-olds. You know what I mean? There's his Huckleberry right there. That's boysenberry sauce right there. He's about to sass him. And then turn around, go host another event, and then turn around and do fucking the 90s party line. Orale, you can't see Mikey. My money's on Mikey. Gente, I'm taking all bets.
Hey, come on now. You know what I mean? Born in 81. Anyways, so ain't no one doing nothing for charity. If I'm in it to win it. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. I'm in it to put it all together, because in one phone call on any city, because I've fought in over dozens and dozens and dozens of gyms in California and have made great relationships with all.
With that being said, we'll end that right there.